We are 99%. We are the 99%.
What do you mean?
We are the poorest 99% of Americans. We earn far less than the top 1%.
Do you know how much the top 1% makes?
I am not sure, but I suspect it is a figure with at least 5 zeros.
Well, let me tell you, according to the Tax Policy Center, the American households right at the 99th percentile, that is, the cutoff for the top 1%, will earn about $500,000 in cash income this year. The income curve is very steep at the high end, which means that people just a few tenths of a percentile point above that make much, much more. For example, a family at the 99.5th percentile makes around $800,000. Its neighbor at the 99.9th percentile makes more than double that, at around $2 million a year.
Very interesting. I didn't know that.
Do you think the household that makes $500,000 is a poor household?
No, I don't. On the contrary, $500,000 is a lot of money. Actually, I think people with that amount of annual income are very rich.
So, I guess it would be a good idea to lower the threshold a little bit then. Maybe down to 90%. The cutoff for the top 10% is a little over than $100,000.
Wait. But that doesn't really matter. We are not protesting against rich people, we welcome people who made their way to the top. What we are against is the system that leads to the accumulation of enormous amount of wealth in the hands of relatively small amount of people. We think it is very unfair that the great majority of Americans who work hard every day for the prosperity of the nation are struggling to make their mortgage payments, while some people are making millions of dollars without really contributing to the society. Moreover, we are demonstrating against some of the Wall Street banks because it was thanks to their speculative actions our economy fell to its present state of stagnation. It is because of their greed. Millions of Americans who lost their jobs and their homes are now struggling to make their ends meet.
I see your point. However, I think you are exaggerating a little bit. In my opinion, Wall Street is the very reason behind our prosperity and our success as the nation. You shouldn't forget that Wall Street is what made America an economic power. Thanks to our great banks, we've managed to build the system that gives the right for people to receive rewards due from their efforts. After all, the American dream would not be possible without—
Wait a second. What American dream are you talking about? Don't you see that it is exactly where the problem is? That dream is long dead and people do not believe in it anymore. I would not be protesting here today if our society had no problems. Look around, we have millions of people without jobs, we have reached record levels of debt. There is a sense of uncertainty in the whole nation. We are spending billions of dollars on wars that keep creating more debt, and our image as the exemplary nation has long been lost. People in other countries stopped believing that American democracy and its free market economy could be a solution for the future prosperity of the world. We simply lost our edge, our significance, and we, as a nation, are having troubles with our moral compass. It is now pointing to a wrong direction.
Enough of gloomy talk. Instead of talking about our lost future, why not to focus on the positive? We are still the #1 power in the world in both economic and military terms. I agree, we've had somewhat a rocky ride during the last few years, but I promise, we'll fix it. I believe we can do it. I can assure you that big change is coming.
Change? You promised us change more than 3 years ago, but you failed to deliver on your promise. You are right, the change is coming, but this time, the change will be brought by us. We, the Occupy Wall Street movement, have decided to speed things up and bring the change we want. We are not prepared to wait until you're finished with your re-election worries. The sooner we act, the faster we will make it happen.
You should understand that I'm the only one that can make that happen, but I need your votes. If I get re-elected, I'll deliver on my promises. I simply didn't have enough time. I had to sort out a lot of mess that was made before I became president, and it will take a while to fix things. You see, If it was up to me only, I would have done a lot of stuff differently. There are many things that I disagree and not happy with. However, I'm not the only one who makes decisions.
I understand, but you were elected by people who put their trust in you, and you accepted your position as the president. You are the first American president who is black and also happens to have a Muslim name and ancestry. And that is part of the change we wanted, and that is why we voted for you. However, your policies are not very different from the ones of previous administration. For instance, your decision to bail out banks on the principle too big to fail have created enormous amount of debt. Moreover, you are eager to spend even more, in the hopes of restarting the economic growth. Instead of ending wars, you have actually increased military spending and looking for other opportunities for starting other conflicts, just to keep spending, thinking about the short-term benefits, but forgetting about the negative long-term effects. We simply lost our faith in you.
What can I do to win your votes back? I agree with everything what you've said, and I promise I'll take this country out of the crisis. All I need is some more time. America is a great power, and I'm planning on making it even more powerful. We have a great future ahead of us, and I'll do my best to resurrect the dream, the great American dream.
Just listen to what the American people are saying. Don't forget about them, the 99%, or 90%, whichever you like. In the meantime, our protest movement is here to stay. We will continue to express our dissatisfaction and anger, until you deliver on your promise, until the change comes. And please, stop blocking our protests. The more you try to silence us, the louder we will get, and the more people will join our ranks. The only way to shut us up is to deliver on your promise, to deliver the promised change.
Okay, Mr. Protester, we have a deal. I'll do my best to make it real.
We'll wait, Mr. President. We'll wait and see what happens to America's 99 PCG.